The mayor of one of those cities, Patrick Brown. He's the mayor of Brampton. Good morning, Mayor. Thanks for being with us.
Morning, my pleasure.
So, how do you feel about today? Do you think that Brampton should be independent from Peel?
So I see some advantages, but there's a large caveat in all this. So the advantages of getting rid of a layer of government means we can be more agile. We can implement our agenda at a faster pace. I look at the region today, and there's a lot of redundancy and duplication. We've got a planning department at a regional level, a planning department at a local level, and it slows down economic development. My large caveat to all this, and it's a very large caveat, is for the last 50 years, Brampton has paid 40% of the cost to build our regional infrastructure. It just happens to be all the critical infrastructure is in Mississauga, and it's now at capacity. Water treatment, wastewater, Peel Police Headquarters, and we are on the verge of building new infrastructure in Brampton to service the housing growth, to service the new population. And Mississauga, as of a few days ago, was going to be paying for half the cost. If there's a dissolution, Mississauga is now saying they no longer have to be involved in cost sharing like we have been for the last 50 years. And so when we look at these numbers, it would be catastrophic. We could be out billions of dollars. I would note the Premier assured me Mississauga will not be allowed to walk away from the bill. As long as that's the case, then we can make this work. But it's a large caveat.
Okay, we don't want this to turn into a math contest. But last hour, I spoke with Mayor Crombie, and here is what she said to us about your math. Let's play that sound, and then we'll get your reaction on the other side.
With respect to Mayor Brampton, his math just doesn't add up. When we've been funding the growth of the region of Peel at 70% of the growth, and him at 25%, there's no debt to be paid to Brampton. If there's any alimony payment in this divorce, it's going to come to Mississauga. That's for certain. And I'd like to eliminate that transfer payment of $84 million each year to Brampton. In fact, it's given him the luxury of freezing property taxes for 4 of the past 5 years, whereas I've had to raise them very responsibly, but nonetheless raise them, whereas he's frozen them. So there is a real inequity in the way the region has been set up.
Mayor, how's this going to get sorted out?
So the Region Appeal Commission report done by Deloitte a few years ago to look at this, and it completely contradicts everything that Mayor Crombie has said. Just yesterday, the Peel Police released data that highlighted that Mayor Crombie has been engaged in either misinformation or outright lying. She said yesterday that Mississauga transfers $33 million to Brampton because of a higher police call volume. When the Peel Police put the numbers out, there's actually a higher call volume in Mississauga, not just this year, but the year before as well. And so I think it's very important that we don't get distracted by slogans, that we deal with facts. And I'm going to continue to insist. We're not opposed to independence, but the mayor of Mississauga is not entitled to a free ride on the backs of Brampton taxpayers. This is not Canada's wonderland. And every cent that we've paid in for the last 50 years to build the infrastructure that is currently in Mississauga, we want back. The Premier has assured us that Mississauga will not be able to walk away on their bill. But when you hear the rhetoric we're hearing from Mayor Crombie, it is worrisome. It seems to suggest she does not want to honor the cost-sharing contributions that we have abided by for the last 50 years.
How could this ultimately impact people who live in Brampton, Mayor?
Well, if Mississauga doesn't pay the bill, then we'd be looking at astronomical costs, and there's no financial capacity to build a water treatment facility on our own. And so it has to be reconciled. Otherwise, it would put economic development and housing at a standstill. I know the Premier doesn't want that. And like I said, he's assured us that Mississauga will not be able to walk away from the bill. So I hope that Mayor Crombie's tune will change in the near future, and that if she wants to walk away from Peel Region, that she would honor what is legally owed to other municipalities.